Hello everybody, my name is Mike Thompson of TB, Thompson's Beef Jerky. Used to be known as, but now I'm out of the beef jerky business. And I've started up building me a portable brake drum blacksmith forge. I built it mostly out of scrap. The brake drum was given to me by my mechanic that does my mechanic work, Rick's Exhaust here in Poto. He's a pretty good mechanic for doing different things, but anyway, he gave me this brake drum absolutely free. It's just scrap iron brake drum that's too thin to cut and put on a car anymore, but it makes an exceptional good pot for putting your coals in. I've been told you can use wood or even charcoal to heat metal with. So I'm going to give charcoal a try since I can't get a hold of coal right now. I prefer coal. Back when I was a kid, me and my daddy had one, but it had a big air blower on it, one of them hand cranks as well as electric. It would run off electric or hand crank, the one we had. But we don't have it anymore. It's been long gone years ago. It'd be wore out now even if we did have it probably. So what you can do if you don't have a big blower, this thing I built for about 40 bucks. Here is just a Conair hair dryer. You can get a hair dryer from any store as long as it's a pistol type. Because what you're going to do with this, is stick it inside the galvanized pipe. See, this here, right here, is your airflow, but you'll need to get a rubber piece of hose and a clamp to clamp it there, and then you stick this inside the hose, and that will pretty much send your air to it. I got a 12-inch nipple. It cost me probably $8-9 for this 12-inch galvanized nipple. The T and all that stuff, just the pipe you're looking at here, plus the bolts. I had 4 bolts that I bought to put in the brake drum. I had to drill out the brake drum. I didn't show that on video, but you can just go on YouTube and see these things made. In fact, Dave Canterbury on his home site will show you how to drill them out. It's not that hard. You just drill 4 holes into the brake drum and drop your bolts in. He used 2-inch because he wasn't sure how long he needed. Well, I measured mine, so I knew I needed 1.25 inches at least, so I bought 1.25 inches and 2, just to be sure that I had right long enough, so the 1.25 inches worked fine for me. Depends on what you're going through, how thick of stuff you're going to build with. This is a rotor, brake drum rotor is what this is. Now the brake drum doesn't have the lip, so I like this brake drum rotor because it had a lip. When I cut the hole out, it catches right there in the center of your old barbecue pit. That's nothing but an old barbecue charcoal grill is all it is, portable. Now the bottom half of the grill, the legs didn't work out because mine was the looped X in the middle, so I couldn't use the legs on that barbecue grill there. However, I had this charcoal gas grill that's no good anymore frame. So what I done, I took the cast iron grill box off from it because it wouldn't fit my brake drum right. This here fits perfect the way I got this for the brake drum. For your forge and small projects, I'm not sure what I'll be able to do, but I'm told that you can make knives and different things with it as files, tools. Take a file and turn it into a punch or a knife, or hardened carbon steel is always good. That's my favorite for melting down knives. I've made a few knives over the years, by heating metal and getting it hot and beating it out to what you want. That's all it amounts to. You'll need an anvil or at least a piece of railroad, steel or some type of steel to pound out your projects on. Your anvil's best because it has a round end cone to one end for rounding stuff with. You'll have to make you some tools to go along with it, which you can take a long punch, probably a 7, 8, 9-inch punch, and bend it over at one end and stick it into that square hole on your anvil, and it will work for your honeycomb work. Making like arrowheads, for example, as Dave did, but anything that you want to make a round piece to slide over something to fit. This works fine. If you don't have a welder, you can do some welding, kind of like welding with this. It will forge metal together. If you may have to, you'll need to get some mule borax, they call it, and that's kind of like a detergent stuff. I think it's got sand in it. I don't know. We used sand when I was a kid. I can't remember what all Paul mixed, but it worked real well, and I welded a lot of stuff together with it. He took care of the borax stuff, or whatever he used for the welding to make the metal connect together. Like if you're making eyelets for hanging hooks and different things, eye hooks and things you're building. Okay, now that's pretty much it. 40 bucks, and this is what I have. Tomorrow I'll go outside and get a bigger picture of it in the daylight. I just finished it today. The only thing I like in completing this is a one-way air valve. You don't have to have it, but it would keep the smoke and your air going one way into the line coming up to your pot for your up here. See, what you'll need is 3 nipples, 2-inch, a T that's 2-inch, and a 2-inch cap for your clean out. Let me get around here so you can see the clean out from the back. I want to zoom in on it there. Let's see, right there's the cap at the bottom. That lets you have a clean out. The T goes in the middle and runs out either side you want to out from under your grill, the old barbecue grill. You can, if you got one like Dave had where it had rollers on the back and the legs were made different, you wouldn't have done what I did here. But mine went in the middle, and I couldn't cut the center out for the pot to sit in on the legs. So fortunately I took 2 grills and made one and still made the project. Now it's portable and it's on rollers, as you can see. I can take that and roll that wherever I want it. I call it the portable blacksmith or whatever. You know, it's just portable where you can take the blacksmith shop, portable blacksmith shop anywhere you want to go. I left that little basket right there on there. I figured I might hang tools off of it. I don't know yet. We'll just have to see how everything works out, whether I need it there or not. And on the other side, I'm going to put a metal rack over there, or a piece of metal flat, but I don't want to get it too heavy. Flat metal of some kind, just to lay tools and stuff on over there if I wanted to. You know, or stuff like that. I'm not going to put an anvil or nothing like that on it. It's just too heavy. I want this as light as possible when you go to rolling around. It's a pretty good chore, just moving these. Even though it is pretty light. If you went to adding anvils, it wouldn't be. Or if you added a vise on that end, I might put a vise on it, a small vise, just for doing small work, but that would be a bit close to the fire and be kind of hot. So I doubt I do that. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it all works out. Because it's been a while since I've done any blacksmithing. Like I say, I quit doing horseshoeing and stuff like that when I was about 13. I started out when I was 7. Working with horses, breaking horses, and doing that type of work. And I fixed plowshares and other things for Dad. He taught me how to blacksmith with these things back when I was a kid. But I am no way, no how telling you I'm a professional or any professional person at blacksmithing, because I am not. I'm just trying to get back into it and start making stuff. With that being said, thank you for listening and watching what I've done, looking at what I've got set up here in case you're interested in making you one. Like I say, I've got $40 in it right now. Now, if I get the one-way air check valve, Dave says they're about 20 bucks. I don't know. It depends on where you get it. I'm going to go shopping to see if I can get one. If I can't, then all I'm going to do is get a hose and some clamps where I can clamp the hose and clamps right on the end of this airway on this 12-inch nipple that I bought. You don't have to have a 12-inch nipple, but I did that to get it farther back away from under there, from underneath this grill. And then I want to, if I can get the one-way air valve, it goes right here and clamps on here the same way, except it's got a valve. It don't let the smoke and the air back out this way. It keeps it going one way up through there, which is very nice what Dave had set up. Dave Canterbury, you probably heard of Pathfinders. Well, they're a great bunch to listen to, and I like learning from him and learning from those people up there. They got it down on what to do. They're good survivalists, teachers. They got a school up there where they teach survival of different techniques to help you in your everyday life to survive, and in case of a crisis, what you could do and what's the best weapons and different things. But anyway, you go up on YouTube and you can see it, or you can go to their website. I can't think of the name of the website right now or their address, or I'd tell you. Next time I come on, I'll have it, and I'll try to, if I remember it, I'll try to add it to this video. All right, thanks, folks. Thank you very much. We'll have a good evening. Bye-bye.